Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is my November knitting update, and if you remember last month I was kind of having a hard time figuring out where I wanted my style to go and what I wanted to be knitting, and as a result I really didn't knit much at all. And to be fair, I still don't have a lot to show you in today's video, but if you saw my recent two videos, my top 10 winter knits for him and top 10 winter knits for her videos, you will have seen that I have a lot of patterns now that I want to start working on. I just haven't quite gotten around to casting all of them on yet. And I am also going to be doing a top 10 winter knits for kids as well, so then I'll have even more patterns to start working on. And yeah, I'm just really excited about this whole new season, and it'll just be really fun. So as for today's video, I don't have a ton to share with you, but I'm really excited about everything, so I hope that you will enjoy this video. And the first item that I wanted to share with you is a pair of finished socks. So I have been working on these toe-up socks for a little while now. They are made out of a fiber company yarn in, it's the Wandering Souls Amble yarn in the colorway Blackback, which is a really nice kind of rustic feeling fingering weight yarn, but it does have a little bit more heft to it than a lot of fingering weight yarns or sock yarns. Really, really cozy yarn to make into socks. These are very, very soft, very warm. Love them. And the goal with these was to start at the toe and work them simultaneously so that I could get as long of socks as I could out of them. I'm really pleased with how they worked up. So yes, this is my first finished object. I would like to change how I did the heel a little bit. I'm hoping to do a how to knit video on these toe up socks. I'll probably just do them one at a time rather than simultaneously. But yeah, I want to tweak the heel just a little bit. It's okay, but it's not my favorite. It's got a little bit of puckering here, which is fine for wearing. But as far as actually, you know, putting a design out to you guys, I would like to change it up just a little bit. But yeah, love these socks. I think they turned out really, really well. I did have to mess around with my sock blocker a little bit because these are so tall. I actually took like a little piece of plastic from something that we just had laying around, and yeah, just kind of lengthened my sock blocker and just had a piece of garbage on the end of my thing for a little while. But yeah, love how these turned out. They're so pretty, and I'm really excited to actually put out that how to knit video for you guys and kind of share how amazing these are. So anyway, that is my one and only finished object, but I do have a couple of works in progress that I wanted to share with you. So my first work in progress that I wanted to share with you is this guy right here. This is the very beginning of an Oslo sweater by Petite Knit. I did feature this in my top 10 winter knits for her, and I love how this is turning out. So this is out of that same fiber company Wandering Souls Amble yarn in the colorway, what is the colorway? Heather White? White Heather. I have a skein here so that I could remember what it was called. And it's so pretty. I love it. So this one is constructed a little bit differently than I had anticipated. So you cast on for the back here, and then you do increases so that you kind of get this triangle shape. And it's going to be hard to see, but if you look at the actual pictures online, you can see it pretty well. So yeah, there are some increases all along here. And then to do the front, you pick up stitches here and then you knit over the shoulder. And so, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it has kind of a cool, almost raglan look to it, or a t-shirt feel, but it's just on this one side. So when I was knitting this, I didn't quite understand how that all worked. So it said to knit however much from the cast on edge on the back. And I thought, that can't be right, because that would only put me at like, well, right here. And to try and double that was not going to be a very long armhole, but I didn't realize that it was taking into consideration all of this as well. So yeah, if I followed the directions the first time, I would have had it right perfectly, but I didn't, and had to rip up a little bit just on the back, and thankfully it was just one of those things where I knit too far, so I didn't have to go back and redo anything. But yeah, love how this is turning out, and the yarn is absolutely beautiful. I really love Fiber Company yarn. It's just got a really nice kind of rustic feel to it, but it's also still really soft. And yeah, just beautiful yarn. Really love it. Very excited to finish this up. I think it'll be really fun with this. My nails are not pretty right now, but I do think against the red, and then to have like a black satin bow in my hair would be really pretty. So yeah, hoping that this might be a good little holiday sweater. We'll see what ends up happening, but love how that's turning out. And Petite Knits patterns are always amazing, and I should have known when I was doing it the first time just to follow the instructions, because her instructions are always very clear and well written, and I haven't noticed any mistakes, but for some reason I could not get over that back edge being too small. So yeah, my own fault completely. Just follow the directions and you'll be fine. But anyway, I have a couple more things to share with you. So the next two projects are both KnitCrate projects, and I have had questions as to whether I'm still getting it or not. And I am. I actually received my main crate today for November, and I'm hoping to film that video soon. Hopefully I'll have some of these projects done by then so that I can share them in their entirety with you guys, but we'll see if that ends up being the case. The first one is this. This is the Tressa Infinity cowl by Knitting with Chopsticks, and it's really pretty. This is out of a Tweedy Sheep yarn in the colorway Pumpkin Spice Everything. It's got a really nice little seed stitch on either side, and this braided cable in the front here is worked kind of with a ribbed texture to it, so that when you turn it on the other side, it is basically identical. So I love that feature on it. You're supposed to knit however long and then, you know, attach it so that it's a cowl, but I'm halfway thinking I might do it as a scarf instead and then maybe add some fringe. I haven't completely decided yet, but that is something that I'm kind of toying around with. I love the design of it. It's just really cleverly designed. I love that it's a reversible texture. It just tickles my fancy. I was talking to Joe the other day about that you know, I love the design of this just because it is reversible. It's just so clever. I really love that. The last project that I wanted to share with you is sock 1 of 2. These are the Falling Leaves socks by Pam Greshkin. The design is beautiful. I absolutely love it. It's got kind of a ribbed texture to it, and then it also has little tiny cables on it so that it almost looks like there are little X's all the way through. Really pretty. Love that. It is a toe up sock and it's worked really nicely. The cuff is just going to continue like this. There's not like the traditional ribbed cuff on top. It's just gonna end with this design, which I think is really nice. The one issue that I do have with these socks is that they're made out of a Knitology Comfort sock, and the colorway is Lemon Bar, which doesn't really make sense to me. So it does look like a very fall colorway, kind of that taupey brown, kind of rusty yellow. I think the color is gorgeous. My only issue is with the name, because for me, Lemon Bars is something that you have in the summer. It's a really light, pale yellow, and I think it's just because my great-grandma always made them in the summer, and that's what they looked like, so that's where my brain goes. Maybe that's not actually what they mean by Lemon Bar, but yeah, the memory of my great-grandma making lemon bars is so ingrained in there, and I actually haven't even been able to find as good a lemon bar as what she made. That's one of the few foods that I cannot do since someone has passed. So anyway, that's my only issue with this sock. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And I was going to mention too, if you are interested in KnitCrate, if you want to check it out, I am affiliated with them, so I do have a link that you can check out for 20% off your first box. It is Pearls20, and you can check it out in the description box down below. I'll try to remember to put that information in there. Otherwise, like I said, I am hoping to do a KnitCrate unboxing soon, so you can be on the lookout for that, and that will have that information as well. I kind of feel like I'm losing my voice a little bit, so I should probably get going. But I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!